All right, here's a life-changing question that I read. It was a title of a book. I do not know who's the author. But the title was, how can you earn money doing what you love? Okay, or earn money doing what you love. I'll see if I can get the book or the title. So when I read the title of the book that time, I think in my 30s, I was very intrigued about it. I mean, 30s? Yeah. Because, if you actually think about it, isn't it nice to do what you love, like your hobby or your passion, and you're making money out of it? Let's say, for example, I'm just giving you like gaming, you love to play games, and someone comes and tells you, listen, I'll pay you monthly salary just to play games. Or some people like to be YouTubers or social media influencers. We see so many social media influencers. They dance, dig, they dance. Small children. And then, in my WhatsApp groups, I shared one female. It was so yuck. She had just covered only her nipples and, the opening between her legs. It was just that, I don't know, patch or sticker, and she was thrusting front and back in the pool. And so people make money that way also. See, have a look at this nice doggy. Many people put their dogs on scooters. So then there are people who nowadays, even doctors. I saw one dentist. He explains about dentistry, and there is one doctor who speaks about bones and joints. He's an orthopedic surgeon, I think. Whenever there's a UFC fight, he breaks down the fight, or there's a bodybuilding accident like your pec tear. Like they show Larry Wheels, he was training one guy. This is a graphic video, be careful. So doggy. Hey doggy, how are you? Look like a ball. Oh, there's a third one. Okay. Big doggy. What breed is that? What is the name? Pitbull?
Bully. Bully America.
Pitbull. American.
Pitbull America.
American Pitbull.
Yeah, American Pitbull.
All nice doggies.
Bye.
Okay, see you. So, yeah, there are people who have figured out what they like. So I was telling you, this guy, orthopedic surgeon, whenever there is an accident, like Larry Peels, he was doing this guy, and his partner, you can see his chest up like this, he's pushing the weight, he's doing an incline bench, and suddenly his pec explodes. It's like, just goes like this because it ripped off the tendon. So he explains the anatomy by showing a AI image, like a skeleton and muscles. So the point I'm saying is, there are people who show various hobbies. There's one YouTuber, Mike Weens. He travels the world. He's Filipino guy. He's a Thai guy, half American, half Thai. He earns millions of dollars. He just goes to restaurants to eat food and talks about food. Then there's one American guy who puts a red bandana, travels the world, Africa, shows forbidden stuff like eating goat's testicles or eating worms or bat or this or that or whatever. So the point I'm trying to say is, there are so many ways and means to earn money. In fact, I was very surprised. There was one really pretty female, beautiful. She was a beautiful female. She was teaching about Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, like different videos. And each of her videos is like million views, 1 million views, 2 million views. She's just teaching about PowerPoint, about Excel, and she is a beautiful young female. There is one other YouTube channel where this guy, Pixel Perfect or Pixel something, one Indian guy who always He has this Frenchie. He likes to look like a model. Hi, how are you? And he puts on an accent, but he gets millions of views, man. He speaks on Photoshop. Very successful YouTuber. So the point I'm trying to say is, we are in a day and age where you can do what you love. Shopify store, YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. So I'm sure you also want to do this. Question is, what do you do? Not everyone is going to achieve that, right? So many people want to be podcasters. Not everyone can do that. Okay. So I'll give you a few steps that I thought. You decide. You decide which one you need to work on. See, right off the bat, let me tell you, the first thing is, if you want to do what you love, the first most important thing, let me get this out of the way, you need a mentor, you need a coach. Just get that out of the way. I'm not saying book my services, but for example, a person wants to be an Olympian, want to compete in the Olympics. A person wants to prepare for the entrance exam of one of the toughest colleges in the world, or win a world championship, whether it's Red Bull dancing or ballet or, let's say, MMA fighting. You need a mentor, yeah. You need a coach. And that in itself will solve 90% of your problems. Okay. Now, if you're not going to get a mentor and coach, and you're going to probe in the dark and decide for yourself, I'll experiment and try 100 different things. Like I used to do that in bodybuilding. No need a coach. I'll just inject this, see what happens. I'll do that, see what happens. Short-term magic was there. Long-term, permanent impact on my health. Now when I look at it, I'm like, shit, man, should I have got a coach? Should I have got a professional? But I saw the power of it when I tried for triathlon, half marathon. What I couldn't achieve in 6 years, I did it in less than 5.5, 6 months. The fastest, speed, health, everything. So the first one, mentor. So if you're not going to go for that, the second one is, you need to really ask yourself, do you really want it? I know this might sound like, of course I want it, Loy, that's why I'm watching your video. No. There's a difference between hoping, just a desire, or a desperate drive. See, remember, urgent and important. Urgent is, if I don't pay my electricity bill now, it'll disconnect in another few hours. So that's urgent. Importance is, there are 6 light bulbs. One is gone. Oh, I have 5 more here. It's important, but not now. So, how badly do you want it? If you don't want it like you're going to die, that you really want to breathe, forget about it. I'm serious. It's not going to work. You can have a side hobby like Shopify, e-commerce store, something online, or some gimmick. It's not going to work, man. Seriously, it's not going to work. It's just going to waste your time. So, the first thing after mentor is, how urgently, how badly do you want it? Written on the points, by the way, I'll refer. Third one is, if it is urgent and you really want to do it, or let's say you want to do it as a hobby, is what can you offer? Because each one of us has certain level of skill. For example, I was good at public speaking. That's one skill. I was slightly good at resume rebranding. That was in my 30s. But that is when I started the journey to do what I wanted to do what I love. Then there was I've done many stage shows. I can be an anchor. I can be a MC. I've done many weddings, many shows, many functions, stage shows, event management. I was good at managing events. So, okay, I'll try for that. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was good at promoting brands. Okay, because I did not have full tattoo that time, but I was good at promoting brands by making them visible. So first is identify your skills. The next one after that is, okay, you have all these skills, 10 skills. I'm good at WordPress, I'm good at marketing, I'm good at public speaking, I'm good at SEO, fine. Who's your target market? Is it business owners? Is it individuals? And if it is business owners, is it small business, medium scale, large? You can't say all. Let's say, for example, you're an SEO guy. Okay. If I ask you who can benefit from your service, if you say everyone, okay, then maybe a $1 billion company like IKEA can benefit. If you say yes, you're stupid. Because a $1 billion company like IKEA will not go for a guy with no experience, no track record, who has not managed more than, let's say, $10,000 project. They will give you 100 million. How will you manage? You don't have the resources. So it's not everyone. You should identify specific. Like, for example, me, my target market is Asians, predominantly Indians, who want to target the Middle East, okay, specifically UAE. Small market, it's a very small. And the age group is 30 to 50. That's where it stops. Sometimes I get below 20. It's very specific, and it's not anyone and everyone. It's people who can afford my service, which comes down to the price point. What is the price that you're going to charge? When I started my career path, I told you, I didn't know what to charge. I was like, what do I charge for my services? So I thought, okay, maybe $5. Not joking. I started off at $5 because I didn't know, would anyone be willing to pay? And the bigger question is, if they are willing to pay, then comes to the next part. Why will they be willing to pay? Why? You can go give this money to somebody else, no? So I chose $5 because it's cheap. It's so small, people will not even think about it. If I ask my relatives, friends, they'll just say, okay, take the $5. I'm not dying for the service. You can just take it. I'll support you. So it was an amount they didn't have to think twice. Some even give $10 and they're like, okay, just entertain me. What can you do for me? So start with a minimum, which doesn't hurt them and which you can start with. And yes, if there is a demand, then you can increase. And then the second part of that is why you and not someone else. For me, obviously I had to fight with price because I didn't have employees, I didn't have a company, I didn't have a track record. I couldn't do anything to prove it. So nobody would do it for $5. Nobody. Minimum people would do it for 50 or 100. So good. And the only ones who do it for $5 are maybe some Bangladeshi or Sri Lankan or Pakistani because of their currency value of Filipino. But then, why would they do it with them? They don't know them. They know me. So I went with people that I know. Then the next one is to start doing it immediately. Start now, not tomorrow. Go and ask. Initiate the call. Make the phone call. Send the email. Talk to them. This is what I sell. This is what I offer. This is what I'm passionate about. Introduce yourself. Tell them what it is. Tell them, give them your pitch and ask them to support you. And if they can't support you, means they're not even your friend. You start with your friends, relatives, cousins. That is where you'll come to know who really supports you. But for that to happen, this is the next point. You should know how to market and sell yourself, how to pitch your product or service. If you do not know how to market and sell, let's say for example, you call me or you call your cousin or your brother. What are you going to tell him? Hey man, listen, I'm providing this service, SEO, or I'm providing website services. Okay, I want to make your website. Would you be interested? Now, would that be a sales pitch? You're talking to someone you know. Or what do you say? Hey, listen, man, bro, he's your brother. Hey, listen, man, I'm starting this new passion project where I'm going to make websites. I don't have any customers, so I want to start with one. So, is it okay I create a website for you and you tell me what you want? So at least we can see and you guide me towards what you want, and at the end of the day, you give me your opinion. What was your experience working with me? How do you like the website if you use it? So maybe he'll still say, no man, I don't need a website. Then ask him, do you know somebody who might want it? So you should know how to pitch. And remember, start somewhere. Don't wait for perfection. When I started my coaching journey, I had to survive. I couldn't wait in a luxury. Because remember, after I came back from India, my suicide attempt, I had to rebuild my life. There was no time. The time was now. So I took the phone book. I had some lists of people, Toastmaster clubs, names, numbers, emails, randomly calling left, right, and center. I couldn't wait. I had to survive. Did I get rejections? Plenty. Did I get people who said yes and then didn't follow up? Plenty. Did I get plenty of freeloaders? Oh, absolutely. But then you slowly build, from there. And that's how you gain experience. The more you do, the better you become. Remember, perfection is not the key. Experience is the key. Improving small steps is the key. And that's how you go about. And then, the final one. The final point that I want to tell you is, and this is the reality dose. Okay, you want to make money doing what you love. But keep in mind, that does not mean you're going to make big money. Keep in mind, that doesn't mean you are going to be rich. Keep in mind that if you go for your passion, maybe you will earn just the bare minimum average. Like what they say, this minimum wage. Maybe you'll make that much. Maybe you'll make less than that. Maybe there'll be months you'll not make anything. Running a coffee shop, running a restaurant, online store, whatever. Maybe some days there'll be no money for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Then what you'll do? So then you'll say, yeah, but I want to make money, right? Yeah, you want to make money, yes. You will make money. But that doesn't mean you'll make millions and billions, or maybe you'll not even make enough to pay your bills end of every month. Then what will you do? This is one thing that people never think about: failure. Remember, it's not failure as a single statement. It's failure every single day. Maybe you'll fail to get a customer for 7 days. 8th day, you'll get one customer. That can be a relief, but it'll be very painful. So keep that in mind also. There are so many people who have told me have gone into being website developers, online store, Amazon coaches or affiliates, or public speaking coaches or mentors, or Instagram, influencers. At some point they realize, shit man, I can't pay my bills here. And then as you get older, you realize, I need to be realistic, I need to stop this. Can't survive. And they call it quits. There's no shame in calling it quits, but at least they give it a shot. But the point I want to tell you is, don't think just because you have something that you're passionate about, something that you want to sell, product or service, that it will succeed. Yes, you'll make money, but not maybe enough money to, to be very happy. You'll be happy, but maybe not that happy. And that is why you'll have to ask yourself, isn't it better I just work as an employee? So that is where Very loud, no? That is why you really have to face the reality and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I really want, and is it really worth it? Because remember, after the honeymoon phase is over, that's when reality sets in. All right. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree. And yeah, feel free to share your thoughts. I'm not saying people have not made money, but we only hear of the ones who are successful, not of the ones who failed. All right? You guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.